So what is up, party people? Welcome back to the third episode of Time Out. Today we're going to be watching a video entitled Being Transparent, Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women. This video, amazing video from a YouTube creator called It's Complicated. He walks around Las Vegas asking people relationship questions. Without further ado, let's jump into this thing, shall we?
Why is it more socially acceptable for women to hate men than it is for men to hate women?
Ooh, you do ask hard questions. I don't think it's more socially acceptable. I think there's a lot of women shaming, so I think there's equal amounts of male and female hate in the world.
So I think there's a little more, there's a lot less female shaming. And it's illustrated by, in today's culture, like single moms are able to, it's way more socially acceptable to be a single mom than it was 50 years ago, 100 years ago. So I think female shaming, I think she's got it wrong because she wasn't alive back then. So she definitely doesn't have it right. And this thought culture of women going out and racking up body counts, that's one of the reasons why a lot of women say, oh, women are judged more harshly. But yeah, it shouldn't be happening. Let's continue.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, if a man says he hates a woman, he's called a misogynist.
Yep.
But, you know, if a woman says she hates men or kill all men or something like that, I mean,
Happens
is she called out
all
for
the
that?
time.
She's called a bitch, I think is what we call her.
Well, right, but I'm saying they're not typically canceled for that, you know what I mean? Like, we have a term called toxic masculinity, we don't have toxic femininity, you know what I mean? So, don't you think it's kind of one-sided?
Yeah.
So I disagree with you because I think that it is much more acceptable for women to hate men than for men to hate women, and I think it's 100% due to our society and due to the fact that women are the discriminated against group in so many different ways.
Yeah, I think this one's a hard one for me because we do hold women to a different standard than we hold men, and vice versa, depending on what we're talking about, I guess. But men are not allowed to walk around saying, I hate women. We're not allowed to do that. But women are definitely allowed to walk around and say, kill all men. Like feminists are allowed to say a lot of things that men aren't allowed to say. So let's move it.
That's why it's okay for women to say that, but it's not okay for men because it's almost like it's genderist for a man to say something discriminatory towards a woman in that way.
Well, I mean, do you think anybody should be hating anybody?
No, I don't think that anybody...
I think anyone can feel whatever emotions they want to towards the person.
No. See, that's where we hit the gray area right there. You're allowed to feel whatever emotions you want to feel, but you are not allowed to display those emotions. Some people can feel like white people are better than black people, or black people are better than white people, or men are better than women. So, you know what? You do have the right to feel on the inside how you want to feel, but I think a lot of people end up displaying that, their feelings, and end up manifesting that in their actions. So, no.
Well, then why aren't men allowed to openly talk about how much they hate women without being shamed for it?
It's because of the power differential.
Men fuck up a lot. Men mess up a lot.
I mean, women do too, but I feel like
Unfortunately, it's more expressed towards men. Men tend to do a lot more wrong than women, in women's eyes, of course.
If it's acceptable for women to hate men, how are men and women ever supposed to get together?
ooh. Oh, that's a hard one.
That's just...
I would like to hear an example. I mean, in the comment section below, I mean, I'm all for it. Give me some examples of how men make more mistakes than women do. I would like to hear that.
I don't...
When
maybe
you know it's,
in order to come together, we just have to accept each other, no matter what it is.
Okay, when it comes to dating, do women care more about what men actually want or what women think men should want?
Me personally, I think I listen to what men actually want. Like, I'll listen to their side and see, not just assume. Because I feel like having an assumption of men is like, it's different, it's wrong, because you don't know. Every man's different. So.
What do men actually want?
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Everyone wants different things.
They could just
See, that's it right there. See, the answer that she gave, he said, what do men want? Right? I mean, pretty simple question, right? But she gave a female answer. The answer that she gave applies to women. It depends on the person. Each woman is a little bit different than the other woman. I give you that. But most men are pretty much the same. Pretty much, we want a woman who's cooperative, who's fit, who's nice and pleasant to be around. We don't want somebody who's a bitch. We don't want that. We don't need that. That's not okay with us. I see some facial piercings with these ladies. Most guys are not good with that either. You know, some guys have it, you know, and some guys will deal with it because of lack of options. But if he had to choose, he probably wouldn't choose that. So, yeah, I don't think either one of them know what men want.
want somebody to have for the night. They could want somebody to have long term. It's like, we never know. So
You know what men want? Food, sex, silence.
Food, sex, silence, not sports. Not sports.
I mean, I don't know about that.
No, I know, that's a joke, but I'm saying, you know. Okay. If a woman says people find her to be intimidating, is that a good or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing, why?
Intimidating is a nicer word for not approachable or not kind. I take it as a compliment because like it makes you like strong, and I feel like they like the challenge, like the intimidation. But then like sometimes I push the boundary too much. I don't know, Brittany. We were talking about this today.
We literally talked about this, and I think that women having that is a very big thing, and that it should be more embraced.
I think it's a turn on for most guys.
I think it's a turn on for most guys, but when it's pushed too far, once it
like a strong enough
hits their
guy.
toxic masculinity, that's when they get defensive of that.
See, there's that phrase again, toxic masculinity. So that's just seems to be the flavor of the year, right? Everybody wants to throw that term around to make themselves feel like they're important, but no, there's no toxic masculinity going on. It's already been debunked. It doesn't happen. It doesn't go on.
Yeah, like certain guys, like it's a turn on, and then you know they're a good guy because like I don't know if they can handle it. Yeah. If you're threatened by like intimidating women, like you're not strong enough yourself.
Yeah.
So, I guess in my life, and I'm telling you this from a guy's perspective, the only thing that would intimidate you about a woman is the fact that she's very beautiful. Her charisma, her ability to be outgoing, her money, none of that ever intimidates guys. Guys don't care about that kind of stuff. The only thing we care about is the fact that, well, not the only thing we care about, but the initial attraction is there. So like the woman in the white is prettier than the other two. So some guys might be a little more intimidated to talk to the one in the white because we have the understanding that she may get approached by more guys. Now she may not, but we think she's probably been approached by more guys, and probably guys that are better than us. So that's the only area where guys may be a little intimidated, but a lot of guys will shoot their shot if they feel like they feel like it'll work.
Find her to be intimidating. I think sometimes when women say that, it's an excuse when a guy doesn't like them, right? They're like, oh, guys are just too intimidated by me because I have too much of a career or this or that. I find generally with those women...
Do you see the woman in the background flipping off the camera? Are you serious? Wow.
Just mean, just from dating, you know?
Why are there some women who are proud of being bitches?
Well, I think I just answered that, but...
What do you find more attractive? Somebody that's down to earth and doesn't take themselves too seriously, or somebody who walks around and thinks they're all that?
Down to earth, for sure.
Right. See, remember she said that. Down to earth, right? Somebody who doesn't think they're all that. But why do there's some women that say, I'm a boss bitch? That's not down to earth. You think way too highly of yourself. Narcissism.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
I don't feel like that's a fair question. I feel like I'm damned either way. A 6.
Okay, what would it take to make you a 10?
I can't call myself a 10. I feel like that's like beauty subjective and it's up to other people. So,
does a person's body count matter in dating?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow. See, they don't understand guys. Body count matters to men. It may not matter to women. I'm not sure. I'm not a woman. I can't tell you. Ladies, tell us if it matters. But to men, it matters. I don't want to think about, and I don't want to know if you've slept with 5 guys, 10 guys, 50 guys. Like, if I know you've slept with more guys than I have fingers, we're probably not going to be together. We're probably not going to be together. And if you give that information out to someone right away, I guarantee you, he will sleep with you like the other 50 did, but he is not going to wife you. He won't do it.
If it doesn't matter, why is it often kept a secret?
I don't think it should be kept a secret. If you're keeping your body count a secret, then that's not really trustworthy. I think you should be open and honest, because honestly, it's 2021. Who fucking cares how many people you've slept with?
Yeah.
Wow. See what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing that really throws me off. And this is like, I felt like a really good point. Who are you? Like, this, it's hard to say. Like, women want to feel free and liberated. I get it. You know, and men can't tell me what to do with my body, right? And I'll show you by being who I want to be, by sleeping with as many people as I want to sleep with. But you're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. I'm telling you now, because there are STDs. There's a lot of different bad things. I mean, you could get pregnant by multiple men. It's just a lot of bad things that could happen there, and it's stupid. It really is.
I don't think it has any distinction on what you're going to be like in a relationship.
I don't think so either.
No.
If they got a lot of bodies, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be looked at as.
I'll rewind a little bit. I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but it does have a distinction about your future relationship, your future husband. It does, because let's just be honest. What if your husband is you know, what he's packing down low is about average, right? He's an average guy, which is good, right? There's nothing wrong with being average down there. But what if one of the 50 guys you were with, 2, 3, 4, 6 of the 50 guys you've been with were really packing? Really? So now you probably got a problem with your husband because he can't live up to what this guy did or that guy did. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does affect you. It will affect you later on, because you are going to compare your future husband to the guys that you were with previously.
They ran through, from a male perspective, you know what I'm saying?
Why is it often kept a secret?
I don't think it should be kept a secret. If you're keeping your body count a secret, then that's not really trustworthy. I think you should be open and honest, because honestly, it's 2021. Who fucking cares how many people you've slept with?
Yeah, I don't think it has any distinction on what you're going to be like in a relationship.
Men care.
I don't think so either.
No.
If they got a lot of bodies, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be looked at as if they ran through. From a male perspective, you know what I'm saying? They just, you want to have a female that everybody ain't had and make it more special.
Exactly.
I don't need a massive picture.
The past is the past. Past is the past.
If I want to be hot and sexy and open, I should have that as an independent woman, and you should be able to handle that. You should be secure about it and know that you have a hot girlfriend, and you should even step it up. Just if you see how confident I am, you should have that same confidence. If you don't have the same confidence, I don't want your insecurities put on me, so step back.
Does a person's body...
I'm stepping back, bro. I'm stepping back. Because if everybody else is done dug, I'm not digging. If everybody else done dug, are you kidding me? No, I'm good. You can keep that.
Count matter in dating?
Yes.
Yeah.
And no.
Definitely get STD testings if it's over like 25.
Yeah, but in the beginning, you don't really think about that. Maybe later on, yeah.
Okay. Would you prefer a man with too much experience in the bedroom or too little experience in the bedroom?
Too much.
So then why would someone's body count matter? I mean, does body count mean a good thing or a bad thing?
It could go both ways.
So,
it depends.
Okay.
You know, that's a complicated question.
It's complicated, all right.
Yes.
If there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
I how to please a woman sexually and how the female anatomy works.
Why are there some women? Let's see. Hold on. Would you prefer a man who has too much experience in the bedroom or too little experience in the bedroom?
Ooh, too much experience. Absolutely.
Okay. 70% of women do not climax from intercourse. Why would a woman rather fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Oh my goodness, that's a long answer. I could give you a long answer to it.
See, I don't think there's is really a long answer to it. Like, it's stupid is what it is. I saw a video on TikTok not too long ago, and the video basically illustrated when a man takes you out for dinner and you order a steak, you have to tell the waiter how you want the steak done. Do you want it well done, medium rare? If you want mashed potatoes, do you want if you want a potato, do you want the actual potato or do you want mashed potatoes? What kind of side would you like? What kind of wine would you like? Do you want it chilled? Do you not want it chilled? There's a bunch of different questions that they ask you when he takes you out for a date or brunch or anything, right? So if you can give that kind of instructions to a complete stranger that you are not showing your body to, why wouldn't you give the kind of instructions to please you to your lover? I'm listening.
I think women have a tendency to aim to please. Men are aiming to please themselves.
See, that's not true either. We want to please you. We just don't know how. Well, I know how. But some of us don't. Some of us don't, and some of us have to learn. It's like on-the-job training, which is why I can see why women would say, I want a guy who has experience already, because they don't want to have to teach someone how to do it.
Feel about leaving a man with blue balls, and does he have any less of a right to feel unsatisfied than a woman who wasn't brought to climax?
No, I feel like it's fair to leave a man with blue balls. If I don't feel like, finishing the job, then that's on him. He's got to try harder.
Well, right, but I'm saying, doesn't it go both ways? Like, I mean, why should a man try to satisfy a woman if a woman's going to leave a man with blue balls?
I know, but I feel like more often than not, it's the woman being left unsatisfied than a man with blue balls. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if I ran into a situation where a man has blue balls.
Okay. Which of the following is worse, a man who can't get it up or a man who finishes too quick?
Finishes too quick.
Okay, but if a man finishes too quick, isn't that like a flattering thing? Like the guy is so excited that you know.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Dude, I'm paying $500.
I think finishing too quick.
Was that catcalling or was that compliment?
Absolutely catcalling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I'm not good with that. Walking by a woman and you go, oh my gosh, you are this and that, and screaming it out and talking about, I think the guy said something about, I got $500 or something like that. Like, really? Dude, seriously? Like, I don't think that's ever really worked. It may work with like sluts or something, but that I don't think that ever really works. Like, fellas, why you do that? Why do we do that? Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you like a woman, you approach her like an adult. You spark up a conversation. If she's interested, she'll show you the signs that she's interested. She'll start to pay attention. She may want to exchange numbers with you. But if she starts to brush you off, dude, just walk away. Make it simple. You guys make it so damn hard.
Oh, I was saying, what's the difference between, okay, let me ask this. What's the difference between a catcall and a compliment?
Oh, if they're attractive or not.
Oh. Wow. It's a catcall if he's ugly. If he's handsome, it's a compliment. Wow.
My God. Wow, okay.
It's only a catcall if they're not cute, I'm going to be honest.
Tell me this. Do you think there's a difference
Damn!
Do you think there's a difference between... Okay. Do you think it's true women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Yes, absolutely.
So then why do women complain about guys not willing to make an effort if it pretty much depends on whether she's attracted to him or not?
Oh, because women love to complain.
What?
Yeah, that's true. Like, why would we make an effort? Because I don't know if you think I'm cute or not. Like, I have no idea. So if I approach you and I say something to you, how do I know if you think I'm creepy or if you think I'm cute? And I have no idea. We have no way of knowing. So the problem is not with the men in this situation, because Like, if I don't know you from a can of paint, there's no way I'm going to know if you think I'm cute or if you think I'm ugly, whether I should approach you or if I shouldn't. I don't know that.
So many women complain about being sexually objectified when the entire Vegas economy is built on sex.
I don't think that women in Las Vegas complain about being objectified. Not women on the Strip or in any of these businesses here. It's a separate issue between living on the Strip and living in the rest of Nevada or in Las Vegas. But I get your point. You can't use Las Vegas as the litmus for the world. This is the worst place to evaluate morality as far as marriage and relationships and women go. So
good call.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to Idaho if you want to meet a nice girl.
I have been
Not
harassed
good.
by more men in the last 3 days than I have probably my entire life.
Let me guess. Have you spent the last 3 days in Las Vegas? Have you heard the term, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Guys are just trying to get laid. They're not trying to be your wife. And I'm really not trying to be mean, but lady, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're probably about a 3. So just stop with the craziness. Like, oh, I've been hit on by more men. Yeah, probably so. You probably got hit on by about 2 dudes, and your whole life you've probably never been hit on. So just look at you and look at the girl from the white earlier. There's huge disparity in the way that you both look. And if you don't understand men, then you don't understand why you don't get hit on very often. And you probably don't like it because you're not used to it. And you want to find a reason to complain. Stop complaining. Enjoy it.
Mostly because we've been out most nights.
There it is.
Men are scary.
Oh,
It's acceptable for women to hate men.
man, it's
How are men and
scary.
women
That's because she doesn't get attention from men. That's why it's scary. It's scary to her. If you've never been to the rainforest before and you get rolled up on by a pack of monkeys, you're going to be freaked out, right? She's freaked out because she's never had this kind of attention before.
supposed to get together?
I think that setting up situations that are safe is how men and women get together.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Or?
I think that
See, you can already tell. Look at her friend next to her. Her friend is not agreeing with this. Like, in every instance when the girlfriend agrees, she's nodding her head and she's chiming in. The skinny girl, she's gotten this kind of attention before, so she's not afraid. She's not scared. This other one, she's just making it a problem. She's making it an issue. She's making it a concern. But the skinny one, she doesn't look half bad. She's probably about a 5. And she's gotten this kind of attention before.
meeting people at 3 a.m. is not exactly a safe situation.
Then don't
Meeting
be out
people
at 3
like,
a.m.
you know, like if you meet on a dating app, let's say you've talked to each other a lot, I don't necessarily think that that's like a safe situation. But knowing someone before you meet them, / like meeting them in safe places, public places, and also, you know,
She's looking for her friend to
going out of
chime
your way to
in,
make sure that you're
and she's
being
not going to do it
just in general
because
is the
she's
best
just
option. There's
bullshit.
not really any
This
way
is
to know
BS.
that you are in a good space.
And she's like, "Oh, I don't feel safe." Yeah, if you're walking around the streets at 3 in the morning, dressed like that. Look at how she's dressed. Look at how she's dressed, y'all. 3 in the morning, and she's talking about, "Oh, I don't feel safe." We'll take your ass in the house.
So like don't have any experience dating outside of my like I am
Exactly. Look how she's
married
dressed.
to my high school sweetheart.
That makes it
Who I have known my entire
Where's
life.
your
so
wedding
I
ring
don't
then?
have any experience dating.
Where's your
in
wedding ring?
Real life.
In the modern 2021
Well, okay.
world.
With all due respect, then, do you think it's fair to be giving dating advice if you don't actually have the experience to back it up?
Bam.
Well, I have dating advice and I have relationship advice. I don't have dating people you don't know.
Look at her hand. Look at her left hand. Look at the hand that's holding the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see a ring there. I don't even see like the tan line from where your ring would be. So if she's been married to her high school sweetheart for quite some time, I'll give her 21 years old, 22 years old. Maybe she's been married 2, 3, 4 years. She should have an outline where her ring would be. And if she's walking around the streets of Vegas at 3 in the morning without her ring on, if I'm her husband, I see this video, I got a problem with this. I got a problem with this. And I'm guaranteeing you her friend next to her drug her out and has got her out on this excursion that she don't want to be on. Go home, lady. Go home.
Like meeting people in public advice.
Why are there some women who give out and even offer up their phone number but then ghost you when you contact them?
I think because they feel like it's nicer to let you down easy,
Yep.
and they don't realize that they're actually just leading you on.
I'm good with
Do you
that.
think a post-op transgender person should be morally obligated to tell their partner that they are transgender?
Oh, hell yeah.
Absolutely,
Yup.
yes, 100%.
Yup.
When should they tell their partner? When they meet, before,
When
or
they
after
meet.
having sex?
When they meet.
Before having sex, and probably when you meet.
No,
I think that
when
should
you
definitely be a
meet.
conversation.
When you
It's
meet.
like, if you have an STD, if you whatever it is, I think you should always have that conversation before.
Why would they need to do that if trans women are real women?
Because I still consider them a woman if you've transitioned, but I think it's important to let people know like your history before you engage in that. Then people can decide, do I want to continue with this or do I not? It's the same with someone with an STD. If you know about it, then you could say yes or no, but if you don't know about it, you don't even have the option.
Is it fair to label men who don't date trans women transphobic, or is that preference?
I think it's preference.
I don't think it's fair to label them that way.
It's
I just
definitely
think it's
preference.
their preference to not intervene sexually with transgender people. That doesn't make them transphobic.
Right.
They just don't want to
I
do
agree.
it.
Does a man
Good
have the
call,
right
girl.
to feel betrayed if a trans woman doesn't disclose her past?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, 100%.
Thank
Well,
you.
I agree. Doesn't a man have the right to know right away if a woman can become the potential mother to his kids?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you know what's interesting about that is there's a lot of people who will label that man transphobic, and I don't think that's right.
I don't think so either.
I want to have kids personally, and if I meet somebody that
Hey guys, this video is going, it's already over 27 minutes, so I really didn't want to make it this long, but thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell now, and we'll keep you updated of all of our up and coming videos. Once again, this is this great content, but it's complicated. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the comment section below. I mean, in the description below. So in the comments, guys, let us know what you thought of the video. And as usual, we'll see you next time. Deuces!